Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody can hear me. Yeah, I hope everybody can hear me. And again, I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody has, been able to recharge and rejuvenate themselves. It's very important, to do that. But I just wanted to I guess make a video on just a few things that I feel like helps or can help, dealing with this. And I'll be honest, this video is for everybody, myself included, but it's really specifically for a comment that, reached out and, asked for like help or like ways to, help deal or cope with this. So that's why. And yeah, so I guess just to go ahead and get started. And these are things that work for me, you know, still in the process of, just all that. But yeah, so the first thing I'll say, and then just to let everybody know, if you see me kind of like looking to the side, it's because I'm reading from the list that I created. But yeah, so the first thing would be to get fresh air daily, okay? Even if it's for only 5 minutes, you need it, your body needs it, your brain needs it. So get the oxygen flowing, get your blood stimulated, get fresh air every single day. Even if you just walk out the house real quick to just feel the air on your skin, do that. Don't just sit in the crib all day, every day, just kind of getting cabin fever, just on edge. No, don't do that. Get fresh air. The next thing would be to work out for at least 30 minutes every day or at least 4 times a week, whichever works best for you or your schedule, because it'll mentally and physically stimulate you. Now, it may take a couple days or a couple weeks, for you to fully feel it or know that it's actually doing something. But do it. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy the effects. You'll enjoy how it makes you feel, and you'll truly appreciate the after effects of working out, daily, because it literally does stimulate you. It kind of provides like yeah, it mentally, physically, all that emotionally stimulates you. It's like a release. Um, the next thing would be to pray. So listen to prayers that resonate with you personally. And also write your own too. That's also important. Do it every day, okay? It really helps. And if you stop, start back. Don't stop. Keep going. Prayer is important. Have faith, believe in yourself, and do things that make you happy. Have someone to confide in, and preferably and only someone that is also truly experiencing what you are. Because, dealing with this, you need somebody that can understand and relate. Because if they're not, they're like just a regular citizen, a regular person, they're not going to know what you're talking about. They're not going to understand. They're not going to empathize. They're going to think that you're crazy. So, confiding in somebody that's also experiencing what you are, they'll be able to understand, they'll be able to relate, probably share stories, experiences, they'll be able to empathize with you, your situation, the scenario, whatever the case, and they'll be able to provide an ear, maybe advice, maybe what they did when they experienced it, and a shoulder to lean on. We all need that, especially dealing with this. You need that. Yeah, you need that. Next would be to reflect. And when I say reflect, I mean truly reflect, okay? You have to reflect and understand every obstacle, every hardship, every consequence, every loss, every lesson, every win, people, places, everything. You have to get a full understanding of the big picture or the bigger picture. Everything that happened for a reason. And it led you to where you are now. Tell me that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call you back. But okay, that's odd. But how am I supposed to take that? But anyway, sorry. Next thing would be know that everything has a meaning. So you have to know that. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything happened for a reason. Even the fact that I just randomly got a phone call while I'm in the process of making this, that's not a coincidence. It happened for a reason. Um, yeah. And once you reflect, it'll make you wiser and smarter, and you will thank yourself for, reflecting. Without that understanding, you won't learn, you won't grow, you won't understand why you're experiencing it or why things happen, why you went through whatever you went through. So you have to reflect and gain a bigger picture, understanding all that. Yeah. So again, nothing is a coincidence. However, don't get too caught up in the synchronicities. Don't get too caught up in that. Peep it and move on with your day, your life. Just move on, because it's a distraction and it's a test, and it wants to see how you're gonna respond to it, if you're gonna respond to it, and all that. And then once you respond to it, it's gonna be more stuff that comes after that. So peep it and move on. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but that's where I guess discernment, intuition, all that comes into play. Not everything needs a reaction. You can notice it, you can peep it, but you don't have to react to everything. And I'm still learning that myself, okay? By the way. Yeah, don't fall for it. Next, I would say you cannot fight them physically. It's not gonna happen. You literally cannot fight them physically. The main reason why you can't fight them physically is because you cannot see what the fuck is occurring. You can sense it, you can feel it, and granted, you can probably see it too, but you can't put a face 100% to who is doing it. You could think it's the neighbor, you could think it's a random motherfucker walking down the street, but you can't fully place it. So you cannot fight it physically. And okay, all right. So we'll just say that, and we'll move on. Because it is completely spiritual or automated, whatever the case may be. So if you react to it, or you try to fight them physically, whether that's you saying some shit or you trying to rumble, whatever the case may be, you're gonna look crazy, you're gonna look mental, and you're gonna look like the common denominator troublemaker. That's what you're gonna look like. So don't do that. Learn from previous experiences. And I was one of those people. I had to learn that, because back in the day, dealing with it, neighbor after neighbor after neighbor, I'm just knocking on. No, I had to learn from that. It probably took me about 10 neighbors for me to finally learn. You can't just go knocking on motherfuckers' doors thinking you about to check a bitch. No, that's not gonna work. You're gonna literally look like the common denominator troublemaker. Even if you know what's going on, even the other motherfucker know what's going on, you can't do that. You have to learn from these things. Next, I would say get smarter and wiser. Know yourself. Be true and real to yourself always. Okay? Be true and real to yourself always. Next, I would say, and I actually just learned this probably about a week ago. I would say I'm on my second week of learning this. Cut out convenience, okay? This is for you personally. This don't even necessarily have nothing to do with what we're experiencing. But cut out convenience, okay? Because what I'm learning is convenience leads to excess. It leads to gluttony. It can lead to sin. It can lead to all of that. Convenience is the father of distraction. So the harder you make temptations to reach, the better. The more you're learning yourself, the more you're growing, the higher up you're going, because you're learning from this. Next, I would say focus on yourself and your goals. And again, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Nobody else. Focus on you and you alone. Focus on what you will do and do it. Make it happen. By any means necessary, make it happen. Pray for it, 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 pray for it. And when it happens, when it comes to you, when it's handed to you, keep it and pray to keep it. Pray to know how to keep it. Pray to keep working hard to keep whatever it is, okay? Just, you have to focus on yourself and your goals and where you want to be. And do what you have to do by all means necessary. And make it happen, and it'll happen. Next, I would say count your blessings and be grateful. So be grateful for life, be grateful for breathing, be grateful for having a mouth, be grateful for being able to breathe, be grateful for having arms, legs, feet, um, be grateful for having somewhere to sleep, just all that. And your loved ones, be grateful for all those things. The next thing I want to say is when you're in pain, you can tend to not be your true self because pain is not natural, and for me personally, pain is not natural. So when you're in pain, you can tend to not be yourself, whether you saying something that your true self wouldn't say, whether you're doing something that your true self wouldn't do. Yeah, okay. And that's probably why the world is so goddamn evil now, because a lot of people are in pain and they don't know what to do with that pain. They don't know how to turn that pain into power or turn that pain into peace. That's what you have to do. Turn pain into peace. So yeah. And then it's like once you've been villainized for so long, you probably low-key start to think that you are a villain and start to do things that a villain would do. No, don't do that. So again, when you're in pain, you can kind of tend to become contradictory. You can kind of say things as contradictory or do things as contradictory. Don't make sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. So leave your heart open, leave it pure. Don't let your heart turn cold. Don't let these people make you turn your heart cold, because no, that's not you. That's not your true self. Keep your heart pure, keep your heart open, spread love, spread positivity. That's what you want, in return. So you have to spread that. Then I would say, know that time heals everything, even when it doesn't feel like it. Time heals everything. Even when it don't feel like shit is going right or going your way. Know that even when it truly don't feel like it, this stuff is working for your best benefit in the background. Okay? It literally is. Even when you can't see it, that's just what it's occurring. And I would say, know that it hops person to person, place to place. So ignore it as best as you can. And I'm still trying to learn this myself. Not gonna lie to you. And then another piece of advice I would say is, whatever you do, and this may be easier said than done. Sometimes we all have slip ups, but don't talk about it in your home. Literally, don't do that, because it's like when you talk about it in your home, you are calling it to you. And you don't want that. And it's like you're almost welcoming it to come into your personal space, even though it's probably already there. But when you speak on it, it's giving it oomph, and it's giving it power, and it's giving it reason to be in your space. Don't speak on it where you lay your head, where you sleep, or whatever the case, okay? Next, I would say take every day, one day at a time. Take it step by step. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just take it one day at a time. Even if you gotta do, hell, let's say if you need to clean your crib, and you maybe you're in a space where you're not the best. Okay, wash dishes on Monday. Do laundry on Tuesday. Clean out your refrigerator on Wednesday. Vacuum on Thursday. Mop the floor on Friday. Okay, take it one day at a time. Okay, one day at a time. And do whatever task you fill in, whatever task you have with those, okay? Feel your emotions, but do everything in your power to feel and know that you're in control. So just kind of wake up and just feel like and know that you're gonna have a good day, because at the end of the day, you're in control. Hell, even if a motherfucker irritates you, that motherfucker can irritate you for 10 seconds. At the end of the day, you're not gonna let that 10 seconds affect your whole 24 hours, because one, it's not that damn deep, and two, this motherfucker is not living your life. They not in your shoes, so don't let that person affect your day. But yeah. Then what I will say also is, don't let anyone touch you. Keep your space and energy to yourself. Don't let nobody touch you, especially not random people. What are you touching me for? Then I would say, learn fast. This is again where reflecting comes in. Reflecting and having a better understanding. So be alert, be courageous, and fight back with truth. Okay? The truth shall set you free. Nothing's gonna set you free but the truth, okay? Love is healing, okay? Faith, there's just a deeper knowing and intel, okay? Repentance and prayer, all of those things. And then I would say know that, okay, there are subliminal messages, synchronicities, and programming everywhere you turn. That's just what it is. Whether it's a commercial, whether it's the fucking 911 van driving past that says National Event Services, whether it's somebody that just walked up and has on a black shirt with white bold letters that says, or that has I and T in capital letters, that, like, okay, sure. The commercial blurting out, "You're all connected," after motherfuckers, after I post a video to say 6 degrees of separation. But okay, all those things, the street theater, all of that, is deep and not to be taken lightly. But at the end of the day, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, from any type of harm. You have to do that. Nobody's not going to protect you but you. And the best way to protect yourself is this here. That's the best way to protect yourself. Yeah, protect yourself at all costs. Don't go looking for trouble and stay out the way. Okay? But yeah, I hope those things help. Those are things that help for me. And again, just to highlight some like things I really think. Get fresh air daily, even if it's for 5 minutes. Try to work out a couple times a week because it'll, mentally and physically stimulate you, and it's kind of therapeutic. It'll help you feel better. Pray, listen to prayers. Even if you want to listen to it at night when you go to sleep and let it just play, whether in your ear or out loud, listen to prayers and write your own. And whatever resonates with you. And then again, have faith, believe in yourself like no other, okay? Believe in yourself like the goddess or god that you are. And hopefully I'm not offending anybody when I say that, I'm just saying. And reflect, and just understand, okay? Understand, get smarter, get wiser. Focus on yourself. That's really, focus on yourself. And cut out convenience. So those are like the main things I wanted to, share or say. I hope, that helps for, some people. Really, I hope it helps for everybody. I really hope it helps for the person that left that comment. I truly do. And, if I think anything else, I'll share. But I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you guys are taking one day at a time. I hope you guys are recharging, rejuvenating yourselves, all of that. Oh yeah, another thing I would say, you have to recharge and rejuvenate yourself. You have to get sleep. Don't let anybody affect your sleep. Do not do that. You have to sleep. You have to get rest. You have to get rest. Mentally, physically, to recuperate, you have to sleep. You have to get rest. Also, aromatherapy, light some incense, recharge yourself, all of those things. But again, I hope that helps. I'm in search of the resolution. When Miriam got the resolution, we all gonna be good, okay? But I'm looking forward to the weekend. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I shall talk to you guys soon. Thank you.